So, pardon the technical difficulties. They happen, to everyone on streams, on Twitch, so it's okay. So, but continuing on where we had left off, let me just start over from the beginning. So, welcome to the channel. Welcome to Paladin's Archives. We're going to be playing Rappan Athuk. My name is Paladin. Rappan Athuk is a game that is more on the dark side of things, very grimdark. It is a game made by Frog God Games, and we had ran it for a marathon last year in July. And so a couple of us had been in that part, like Gavin and Lion were in that marathon. And so, what? It kicked me out of Forge. Well, I'll just connect again. Oh. Today's is like a night of the technical difficulties, I guess. What can you do?
It is what it is.
It is what it is. But in any case, so let's go over some announcements. So I have some massive news. I got the hardcover version of the book that I wrote. And so it's after so much time it finally arrived, and so and it looks fucking fantastic. I mean, the red cover, the pages are made out of like really nice paper, and the color turned out really well for it to be all red. So, and it's just all here in one place. So I'm finally glad that that I got my hands on a book that I wrote, something that I've been wanting to do for a really, really long time, and now it's done. And so now that I have the book, I told the printers that it looks good, and so from here they're going to essentially start sending out the hardcover copies to the people that support it on Patreon. And so they're going to start sending them out in about a few days. They have to do this like internal review process, and then people can also buy them in the general public as well. And so so by the time next Monday rolls around, the books will be available online to buy, which is really fucking amazing. And if you guys don't know what the book is about, it is a book that I wrote that has 6,000 different items, and essentially what you can do is that there are 60 locations in this book, and let's say that we were in a cavern, right? And Traveler found an item, or maybe they found a little stash of loot. So what I could do is I could roll randomly from this. I can also use this as a reward as well to give to players, and it's just a random thing from a list, and it's 10% of them are cursed, like super cursed, magical, and then there's also treasure and mundane items in there as well. And so it's a really nice book. And I'm glad that I finally have a physical copy.
So kind of you to be giving links an item from your book right off the start of the session.
You know what? Yes. That's a very good idea. Let's go ahead and roll an item.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
I'll let everyone roll an item. What's with these wheels of chaos you guys are doing? Oh no.
Kevin.
Oh.
Well, I mean, there's only one way to get this roll to start.
Kevin.
Oh my god.
Okay. Save your, let's see, 1, 2, 3. So when I restarted my router, it disconnected the server that I set up. So I wrote this code myself, and so I have to actually get it all set up again. Darn. Sorry, Gavin. How many did you roll? We'll just keep
I've
track
rolled
of
6 so far.
You rolled 6. Okay.
Wheels of Chaos.
It's
Do you want me to roll 10 more?
Living technical difficulties. Okay. 6. All right. I will fix it on the text file here shortly.
You can leave it at 0, and I'll roll all 16.
Oh, you're gonna just get it 16 times? Holy shit! Sure,
yeah.
That's one way to solve the problem too. Yeah, go ahead and give us 16.
Yeah, just leave it at 0. I'll roll all 16.
So we can start off with just complete chaos and some rolls as well. I will.
We're rolling in the foundry.
We will roll whenever you guys come upon the items. So we won't roll right now because there's just a lot going on with things. So we'll roll at some point during the game just to kind of keep ourselves from being too scattered. I guess. And so, but other than in the book, what else? So we have set up organized play last Friday, and so players and dungeon masters started making their characters, and we're going to have our very first Archives Adventures game is actually going to be this Saturday morning. So I'm starting a new stream, and so I'm running Baldur's Gate pre. Essentially, it's Descent into Avernus, and it's going to be at 5 a.m. Central Standard or 6 a.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Oh, God.
It's so that people from Australia can play. Yeah, I made it that early so that way our Australian folks could have a game that they could play in, and they're really cool. Mulatto and Tetranica are both going to be in that game, and also Chrono as well. And so come Saturday morning, if you just happen to be up at 6 a.m. up on the Western Hemisphere, come join us. It's a game more for the Europeans and the other hemisphere, but if you're awake at that time, by all means, please come by. It's going to be a lot of fun. Baldur's Gate pre or Descent into Avernus, essentially what it is that it's just a remake of Descent into Avernus with a lot more animals. This is an animal themed game, and so with that stream I am going to be continuing the ASPCA theme with it. So
awesome.
I will have the Tiltify available and everything. So yeah, because we never reached our goal of 5,000 with it, so might as well just keep it up, you know. So
don't tempt me. Don't tempt me with that delicious donation button.
No, Grace. There's
Grace.
no. I'm not doing them. You know, I'm tempted for the mayonnaising again, but maybe not this time.
Oh God.
We'll save it for the actual marathon at the end of the year.
Oh my God.
Maybe. But in any case, so other than that, and other than the we were also talking about the West Marches. So Lion, Cowdican Rider, and myself all have made significant progress on the West Marches, and yeah, I think that we're gonna have the setting book at the rate that we're going probably done with the first rough draft within like the next month or two, like because it's going pretty fast. And so then we're gonna start having the capability to start playtesting some of it.
Ooh.
In the Archives Adventures.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Nice.
because you know that's part of making the game. You got to make the game, and then or the quest. And you have to give it to DMs and players to playtest, and then fix the problems and make it better, essentially. So so all through from like whenever we start doing the playtesting up until the West Marches actually starts, sometime next year, we'll be running games periodically or testing certain systems that get made. And Lion actually was working on a really amazing system that he had thought up of.
I did.
Yeah, you were talking about the giant monsters combat.
Oh, yes. Yes, you can see that on my GitLab. I had already put it up, Creative Commons, the core of it. But yep, for fifth edition of the world's greatest RPG. Sorry, I wasn't ready to rep it, but yes, just some supplemental stuff to make fighting the big things feel a little bit more big.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Hell yeah. So there you go. What else do we have to talk about? I feel like there's always a bunch of like updates. Oh, this Friday. It's gonna be it. I know I've been saying it every week, but I know for sure it is going to be the final episode of
Finally, the final episode.
Indigo Isles. So please join us on Friday.
Come join us
for the final of the first season.
The final episode of the first season. Before I have to
realize the game.
Oh my God. And then we have so many little side stories for our characters after we finish the final episode of season 1. So come join us and let us put a wrap on the first season.
A seaweed wrap?
Maybe. Might as well.
Indigo Isles is in retrograde?
Oh my God.
I think so. Also, I have really bad news. Well, we'll just have to roll with the punches. So I think whenever I restarted my router, that disconnect caused an error. So it means I would have to probably restart my computer. So we're not going to have the passive rewards. I'm sorry, but I will keep track of it on paper. So
Oh my god.
you know what? I will keep track of it on paper. We'll just make things easy today. So
Okay.
I got it.
Paper has worked for 6,000 years.
Yeah.
6,000 more. Unless
man.
the AI has something to do about it.
And also the milk, right? So I'm keeping track of
The
milk.
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 And Wheel of Chaos. Got it.
Moo juice.
There we go.
Moo
So-
juice.
So Twitch chat. So chat, you guys can still continue to redeem the Wheel of Chaos and give us milk. You're just not going to see updates on the board. Sorry. So continuing on though, how about we introduce our players, their characters, and then we can have the players give a recap of all the great things that happened in the last session.
Oh no.
Yeah.
So let's start with Grace.
Hello, my name is Grace. I am playing Ambrose. He is a half-elf druid who recently learned something very interesting about his birth parents. He has lived in the woods for 26 years. Gasp. And now he's traveling with this ragtag, a bunch of misfits, and with his companion, who is Colonel Giffy, who is definitely a GIF. Totally 100% a GIF.
Absolutely. No doubt.
Absolutely.
Absolutely a GIF. Perfect. Thank you so much, Grace. And
Yeah.
going on down the line, Line.
I'm lined up GM, go by Leo Columba. I'm playing Gib the Gob, who does not have the gift of gab, who is this group's mind character, and that basically just means he has a big head.
5 head.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Amazing. And thank you so much, Lion. And next, Traveler.
Hi, I'm the Traveler. I am playing Lynx. He is a rogue, a little rogue. He is an astral elf, and he has a companion named Keshi.
Amazing, thank you. And last but not least, Gavin.
Hello, everybody. I am Gavin. I am going to be playing Casfire, who is, or Cassie on here. And I am a Kendar mixed ooze that has a newly reformed tragic backstory, and I am also playing the Chaos role, which brings in for a lot of undetermining factors of what can happen, of leaving the fate up to the dice of what I do for a lot of my actions.
I don't hear anything.
Yeah,
I
the
believe
you know how
you're
true
right.
it is. Like the
Paladin.
Chaos role doesn't get to choose anything for their character, and you got actually a really good combination. You got what was it? It was Cleric Bard, right?
Yes, I currently have Cleric Bard, and then once we go in for a full night's of sleep, I will be re-rolling all of my Cleric spells because they change daily. So we will
Every single
be
day. Whew.
every day they change.
We love
Amazing. Amazing. So who knows what we're gonna get tomorrow then? Well then. Thank you so much for that, Gavin. So why don't we start with a recap of what happened last time? All the amazing things that happened in Castle Kalalan. And we'll just let's see. I will pick someone random. Let's see. Boom boom. It'll be okay, cool. Let me roll again. Oh, okay.
Not
Nope.
me. Not me, please. Thank
And it
you.
is Grace.
Oh my god. Okay. Okay.
Random is a
Ooh, you got
with the
this.
character, so yeah. you
yeah,
got
it was
this.
my character, yeah. So we got back from killing Jedra and her demon spawn. After we did that, we decided to, like, the castle got eerily quiet, and we wanted to check in on the rest of the goblins. But when we went to check all of them, including like one person that we like became kind of friends with, they all like got really sick and died. So we wanted to check in on Castfire's friend Musobog, and while we were traveling to where he usually works, Ambrose saw that he was like standing over a ledge, and we tried to convince him to not do it, but he was saying that us killing Jedra was very bad and will result in like some sort of end of the world scenario, which we were trying to prevent because Jedra, from what we saw, was trying to like help Orcus. And Mistlebot jumped off, and we didn't see his body. So we went back to the castle, and we heard someone screaming for help, which Ambrose heard on the first day in the castle, but no one believed him. So we decided to try to find where this came from, and we came across like this little secret pathway that goes like down, and there was a door. And when we got in there, we met this man who Gib thought was a vampire, and also a cow. And there was this like little message left in Druid saying that the cow was cursed and to not let it out. So this cow was trying to get people to milk it, and it steered away. Like, not really steered away, but like people. We were done talking to it. We were about to leave, and the cow, which Ambrose talked to, claimed that it knew Ambrose's parents, and that Ambrose's parents visited it with Jedra, and it was like. It was saying that it had like gifts to give to people, and that we'll come back to see it again. And apparently Lynx is its destined master to milk it.
No.
And so Ambrose left after the other two already left, and Ambrose like told Gib and Lynx about what the cow was saying, and Gib went off on Ambrose, saying to not believe the cow. And Lynx was getting mysterious packages of milk appearing constantly. And it had paper on it, but anyone else reads it can only see the word moo. But Lynx can see words. And suddenly, Mooselbog came back. And he corroborated the cow's story that the cow knew that somehow Jedra knew Ambrose's parents, and B, it was saying that the cow was evil, but not really evil. Apparently, it got its evil half removed from it, and so the cow can only be good. And like there was this whole like trying to convince him that Jedra was actually evil, blah 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 blah, and yeah. Back when they came back, apparently, Orcus gave the cows hands in return for their service, and also they can be common this whole time, even though I was moving at it. And Lynx and his companion Keshi talked about going into the town to find a way back to their home in outer space. And apparently, the person they're going to talk to is near Ambrose's old orphanage or old foster home, and Ambrose heard about this, and that's where we left off.
Thank you so much for the summary. That you got everything. I'm so impressed. Give yourself an inspiration for that, because you got all the details. I'm like, I can't add anything to that. You got all of it. Amazing. That's really good memory. Wow.
Thank you. I'm surprised. I have bad memory.
Understandable. Same.
So then we're just gonna start right where we left off in Castle Kalalin. So, Castfire had returned back to the group after Castfire was doing whatever Castfire was doing in their absence.
I've returned from cleaning.
There you go. Castfire had just returned from cleaning. You meet in the courtyard of Castle Kalalin. You see that your three companions are coming out of the castle, with some. There seems to be something that has occurred. As you can tell, as they're coming out of the castle, that they seem a little disturbed by something that had just occurred. And of course, the rest of the party, you see Castfire approaching you here in the courtyard. So we'll start there. What do you guys want to do?
Team, why are you so concerned? What has troubled you?
Gib quickly stuffing his bloody apron away from behind him. Where have you been?
Oh, I've been here and there, getting some of the cleaning done. Just trying to make the place look a little bit cleaner. I've been upstairs for the most part, though. I've been swifting and sweeping and getting our home ready to be, just in general, a happier place to be.
Happy.
With everything that's happened, I'm just looking to spend my time with all of my friends.
Right. So you just came down from upstairs, right?
Oh, yes.
Notice anything off?
Not too particular.
A little quiet?
Oh, yeah. I've noticed it's been quiet. I've been kind of in my own head, dealing, split souls and all. Been getting to relearn of my new acquaintances.
Right. Your new internal journey is a winding path.
Truly, Callista is a hilarious individual.
Ambrose is going to walk up to both of them. It's like, Cassie, where have you been?
I've been upstairs cleaning, with my internal, dealing with all my internal issues going on.
Did you come across any goblins while you were cleaning?
Well, outside of Jedra, no. Oh, what was left of her, of course.
You missed a bit disturbing.
We were also cleaning, you see. I'll stop talking around it. The rest of the goblins are dead. They've been dead. They were animated corpses that Jedra cobbled together.
Huh. I see. I thought they were just asleep. And of Mooselbog?
I think Mooselbog's actually alive. Although he's got a broken leg. And he's stubborn as all hells.
I heard him take that terrible fall. I just didn't have the courage to be down there with him at the time.
Yeah, honestly, I can see how he survived so long.
But I heard we're looking to go on to the next town. Shall we, friends?
Yep. To the town. Let's go, Zelkor's Ferry.
Zelkor's Ferry, here we come.
Amber's noticed that that Gibbs sounded very exhausted.
He like twirled his fingers around like a when he said let's go, like to mock enthusiasm for going, just because going places, especially the human town, he's not sure what to expect.
Yeah. Ambrose remembers their conversation before they went to sleep about how it was turned away from the town.
But did we go to sleep?
Did we go to sleep? I remember.
I think
Gibbs,
like fell asleep. But
yeah, he
I'm
fell
not sure
asleep.
what
He was like on the floor. Did we go to sleep?
I'm pretty sure the links like to him to the bedroll in the room.
Yeah. If Jim went to sleep, and he's awake now, doesn't mean we all went to sleep. Did we all go to sleep?
I
Yes.
guess.
So you're
Okay.
meeting in the evening after you had buried or put together all the goblins and cut them apart and had your adventures in the basement. So yeah, so it is time to rest. You see that your fellow companions, the ones that are your NPC allies, have already started setting up. Charles and
Oh no.
Colonel Giffey are doing their usual evening time talk as they've gotten really close, quite literally and metaphorically, in the last 2 days.
Kind of close.
Kind of close.
Kind of close,
Oh
right?
my
Yeah.
God.
Wait, I don't mean it like that. I mean like they literally took a nap together. That's it.
Oh.
That's all. That's all
Okay,
I mean. I'm not implying anything else. No.
I thought he only had fetish for elves. I thought he only liked elves.
Yeah, he woke up and was like, Charles Segoy.
Oh boy. And as you all walk into the room, you see that there is quite a lot more milk. 52 bottles, in fact, and several
Oh
crates.
my god.
There are several letters that were recently written.
Oh my
You see another one just like pops out of one of the crates, and it glides onto the floor right in front of y'all as you enter into the room.
Ambrose is staring at all this milk. It turns to Lynx and say, "Is this for you?"
Nope.
No.
Yeah, and Lynx just like shakes his head and like steps over it.
Ambrose looks over at Colonel Giffey and Charles.
When you
Are
look
you
over
having
at...
a... Sorry.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Oh, yeah,
Are you having a good time, Colonel Giffey?
So you see Colonel Giffey and Charles are having the little conversation, and as you come up and you ask him that, he says, "Oh, of course. Apparently Charles and I have a lot in common."
Oh, really?
Yeah, we both like elves, and we both have one elf friend. Isn't that nice?
Ambrose is trying so hard to hold it together right now. Yeah, that's lovely. That's a lot to have in common. Yep.
Yes. Also, did you find any gun parts when you were going through the castle by chance? I just, the melon gun. It's okay, but we could do better than that, I think.
I don't think we encountered any gun parts. Ambrose turns back to the rest of the party. Did anyone find any gun parts?
Did we find any
Yep.
gun parts? Did we see anything?
As speaks up, we have parts that can be made into a gun.
Ambrose turns back to the choreography. Does that work?
Sorry, say that part one more time.
Does that work?
Does what work?
Oh,
As-
let's say choreography. Yeah.
Oh yeah, yes.
As referring to the goblin parts, we have parts that can be made into a gun.
Yeah, we have some parts.
Colonel,
We have hearts.
Colonel Giffy rubs his chin a little bit, like, You know, Grace, can you roll a intelligence check for him?
Oh, great. Okay. Oh my god. Okay.
As starts thinking about making a goblin cannon that shoots missiles from
Hey!
Jedra's room.
So
Oh,
as
God.
this information is presented, he strokes his chin and thinks, you know what? If we're gonna have this many dead bodies, might as well put them to use.
Oh my god. Paladin, can you add me to the map?
Yes, I can.
Thank you. I don't see anything because I'm not on the map.
I got you. We'll talk really.
Thank you.
We'll talk really low while I do it, so that way people know that we're. Just kidding. Here we go.
No one here.
Yeah, no, just to make sure no one else in chat hears this. It says, there you go. Can you see now?
Yeah, thank you.
Perfect. Okay. I've got a couple of ideas. Okay. Let me know what you think. So, we could build a trebuchet or a catapult that launches body parts instead of rocks.
You could launch me.
Oh, we can also launch cast fire. Oh, you know what? I guess they don't have to be dead people. It could be any people. It's just a people launcher.
A people launcher.
Yes.
Very innovative of you, choreography.
But do we need one of those? Oh, what will we need people launchers for?
Would you be able to carry it around while we travel?
Oh, that's also going to be a problem.